back to our line practice. We're going to get started straight away lying on our backs. So Supta Baddha Konasana, bringing the soles of the feet to touch, allowing your knees to turn out wide. And reaching the arms up overhead, just bring a soft crack into the elbows. Get rid of all the wiggles, all the urges to move. And then same thing with yourself in stillness. And giving the body permission to soften, to release. Starting to notice the ground and the earth beneath you. Maybe even starting to notice the sensation of the pull of gravity. Then altogether we take a deep breath in through the nose. Big sigh, empty out through the mouth. If you feel like you need it, once more like that, take a big breath in. Letting go of whatever you need to exhale out. And then we bring the lips to seal. And just allow the natural breath to move in and out of the body with ease. So a lot of us have been feeling a lot of anxiety, a lot of distress, maybe even some fear over the last few days. And while all those feelings are completely valid and need to be felt, today we intend to move towards that which feels infinitely more like joy, like ease, like light. So really inviting you to slow it all down, to take your time. Remind yourself it's not about the asanas, but about maybe transitions between one and the other. It's not just about the in-breath and the out-breath, but the moments where one brings way to the other. Instead, as you are taking out a big breath in through the nose, and another big sigh out through the mouth. When you're ready, really nice and slowly drawing the knees close, flattening the feet on the mat. And then taking the feet about 50 distance apart. Bring the hands to opposite elbows and raise the forearm down on the mat. Taking figure 4 shape, right ankle across the leg, feeling strong flex in the right foot. Start to send the right knee away from the body, taking inhale as you are. And then exhale, drop both knees on the right hand side, using the flex in the right foot to encourage inside of the left foot to the mat. Start to notice sound of the breath as you are. One more inhale. And no rush, one more exhale. Bringing the shape in the legs back through center as you breathe in. And then exhale, self-replace the right foot back down onto the floor. Changing sides, left ankle across the right knee, flex the foot, take a big breath in. Both knees over the left hand side, exhale out. Again, breathing and moving in no rush. Keep luxuriating in any given moment. As you are here, taking one more breath in. And one more slow exhale out. Bringing that shape of the legs back through center as you inhale. And then placing left foot back downwards mat on the exhale. Bringing the arms down beside the body, palms face down towards the mat, setting up for bridge pose. So heels close enough that middle finger can brush the heel. Palms face down towards the mat. And as you inhale, start to float the tailbone, the lower back, the middle back, the upper back up off the floor. So Keep drawing the knees in towards midline of the body, active through back line. Starting to send the breath, the opening into front line of the body. Staying as you are taking one more breath in. On an exhale, slow roll of the spine back down onto the mat. As soon as the tailbone meets the mat, inhale, lift the tailbone, the lower back, the middle back, maybe some of the upper back. And then straight away as you exhale, start to roll the spine back down onto the floor. 2 more rounds like that. We rise, breathe in. Really articulate the spine, roll the vertebra down one at a time, exhale out. 1 more round, inhale, float the tailbone, the lower back, the middle back, the upper back, and then start to stay, find stillness, and breathe. So if it feels good, if you feel safe, you allow the eyes to feel closed. And as you start to connect again, sound and sensation of the breath. More breaths as you are, keep picking up the hips. Maybe starting to notice any dominant thoughts, dominant feelings. Keep checking in. As you are taking one more inhale. And then exhale, slow roll of the spine back down onto the mat. As soon as the tailbone meets the mat, bring your knees in towards the chest, take the hands to the knees. If you feel called to, maybe little rocks off the body side to side. And then when we're ready, we set ourselves past the seated position. We meet in a child's pose, so sending the knees to the outer edges of the mat. Bring the big toes to touch, settle the hips back onto the heels, arms extended forward, and then soften the forehead down to the floor. As you are in this shape, taking one more breath in, and one more exhale out. Now on your next inhale, draw the belly in towards the spine. See if you can tuck the tailbone under, float the forehead up off the mat, draw the chin towards the chest. So we're in like this cat position at the back of the mat. So still on the inhale, keep drawing the belly in towards the spine. We're going to start to roll the shoulders over the wrists. As soon as the shoulders meet the wrists, take the gaze between the thumbs. Exhale, start to send the belly down towards the mat, tailbone up to ceiling, and really nice and slowly we start to soften back to child's pose, hips meet the heels. Straight away, inhale, draw belly to spine, round in the back. Really take the time, move slow through transitions, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, take the gaze between the thumbs, soften the belly down, start to send hips back towards the heels. 1 more round like that. Inhale, draw belly to spine, start to roll and float it forward. And then exhale, send the belly down, send the hips back towards the heels. Inhale, belly to spine, draw the shoulders back up over the wrists. This time, exhale, downward facing dog, tuck the toes, float the knees, and guide the heels down. So if you haven't already, it's time to connect with diving breath. So the lips are sealed, breathing with intention in and out of the nose. So making sure that you're listening to the sound of the breath. Making sure the breath has your full presence, your full attention. As you are in the shape, taking one more breath in. And one more exhale out. On your next inhale, come onto tops of toes, draw the belly in towards the spine, round the chest and chest. And then as slowly as you can, start to roll it out to a high plank. The slower you move, the harder this becomes, so really take your time. Once the shoulders meet the wrist, take the gaze between the thumbs, exhale, downward facing dog, bend the knees, soften the belly back towards the thighs, and let the last moment straighten the legs. 2 more like that. Inhale, roll out, tops of the toes, ready to slide. How slowly can you meet in a high plank? Exhale to bend the knees, soften the belly back to the thighs, downward facing dog. 1 more round like that, we breathe in. Take your time, there's no rush. Exhale out. Staying as you are in the shape. 1 more breath in. And 1 more exhale out. This time as you inhale, roll forward, come to high plank. And now as you exhale, drop knees, chest, chin to floor. Inhale, we come to Cobra. If it feels good, take a spinal roll. Exhale, we come to Child's Pose. Press the hips back to the heels. Inhale, come to tabletop. Draw belly to spine, roll the shoulders over the wrists. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, float the knees, guide the hips back. Two more like that, move with the breath. Inhale, roll it forward. Exhale, dropping knees, chest, chin to floor. Inhale, Cobra, come halfway up. Exhale, Child's Pose, send the hips back. Inhale to roll it forward, tabletop. Exhale, we meet in downward facing dog. One more round, roll it forward, high plank, breathe in. Notice transitions, knees, chest, chin, exhale out. Come up halfway, inhale. Child's Pose, exhale. Tabletop, we breathe in. Downward facing dog, exhale out. As you lie down dog, big breath in. If you need to, big sigh out. Bring a big bend into the knees. We come to Malasana Yogi Squat. So stepping the feet wider than the hands. Bring the hands to meet at heart center. Drawing elbows inside of the knees. See if you can use that to encourage the knees wide. Keep sending the heart up. As you are taking one more big breath in. On an exhale, come to ragdoll. So straighten the legs, send the feet parallel. Bring hands to opposite elbows, really soft and simultaneously heavy in the upper body. See if it feels good. Little rock side to side, maybe little bounces up and down. And you are still connected, enjoy your breath. As you are here, taking one more breath in. And one more exhale out. Placing the hands down on the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, gazes forward. Exhale, heel to toe, the big toes to touch, and then take forward fold. Bow the belly down towards the thighs. Two more like that, take halfway lift, breathe in. And forward fold, exhale out. Still in, no rush. Halfway lift, inhale. And forward fold, exhale. On your next inhale, first extended mountain. If you need to, bend the knees, sweep the arms wide and up. We bring our palms to touch, keep the gaze, and drishti to the thumbs. As you exhale, interlace the hands, flip the palms to face up. Take a big inhale, start to send the palms up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, we side bend right hand side. Inhale, coming back up through center, send the palms up. Exhale to side bend left. Back up through center, we breathe in. First Samasthiti, hands to heart, exhale out. So we pause here for a moment, eyes are closed, hands are in, Anjali Mudra at heart center. So we start first with a variation of Surya Namaskar. So Surya meaning sun. And we bring our hands to our heart center to honor our own divine inner sun, divine inner light. As it is said that the sun and the light within us lives in the heart space. So as you are taking one more breath in, one more exhale out. Gentle opening of the eyes. Inhale, sweep the arms up, bring the palms to touch, take the gaze up, raising a soft back bend towards the back of the room. And then exhale, move the hands through the heart center, honoring that inner sun, that inner light. We meet in a forward fold. Inhale, take halfway lift, gazes forward. Exhale to step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll up, toss of toes, bring shoulders over wrists, high plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to floor. Inhale to Cobra, come halfway up. Exhale to downward facing dog, send the hips up and back. As you are in down dog, one breath in. And one exhale out. Big bend and you step, jump, or float top of your space. Once you're there, halfway lift, inhale. Lead with the heart, forward fold, exhale. Extended mountain rise, big breath in. Come back to other leg in a stomach, exhale out. Arms rise with the gaze, inhale, maybe a soft back bend. Move the hands through heart center, forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Step back, downward facing dog, exhale out. Roll forward, high plank, inhale. Knees, chest, chin to mat, exhale. Still no rush, move with the breath. Halfway up, breathing in. And downward facing dog, breathing out. Stay, pausing, one breath in. And one exhale out. However, you need to get the top of your space. Halfway lift, inhale. Bow, surrender, fold, exhale. Extended mountain rise with a big breath in. Come back to heart center and exhale out. Arms rise with the gaze, inhale. Move the hands through the heart, forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Still stepping, downward facing dog, exhale out. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to mat. Inhale, Cobra, come halfway up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Still in the present moment, take a breath in. And a breath out. Top of your space, halfway lift. Big inhale. Bow, forward fold, exhale. Extended mountain rise, breath in. Hands to heart center, exhale out. 2 more rounds, inhale, rise. Maybe a soft back bend. Exhale, move through, forward fold. Halfway lift, we breathe in. Downward facing dog, we breathe out. High plank, inhale. Knees, chest, chin, exhale. This time, maybe upward facing dog, breathe in. And downward facing dog, breathe out. Again, one breath in. One exhale out. Whenever you're ready, top of your mat, halfway lift. Inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Extended mountain rise, breath in. Hands to heart center and exhale out. It's your last round, stay present, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Roll forward, high plank, inhale. Knees, chest, chin, exhale. Cobra or upward facing dog, breathe in. And downward facing dog, exhale out. So you're going to stay in your downward facing dog as you work with that deep breath in. This time if you need to, exhale, side out. Top of your mat, halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, exhale out. Extended mountain rise, we inhale. Coming back to heart center, exhale. So staying as you are, hands at heart. If they're not already, bringing the eyes to close. I want you for a moment just to pause and start to relish in anything that feels like warmth, like light, like ease, like joy. And as you start to luxuriate in it, imagine that sense of warmth filling all the spaces in the body. And then maybe even moving past the edges of the skin, starting to fill up the people around you, your community, taking it as far and as wide as you can visualize. Throughout your practice, keep coming back to this sensation of warmth, of joy, of ease, and of light. As you are taking one more breath in no rush, exhale out. Arms rise, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, leading with the heart space, breathe in. Meeting in a downward facing dog, exhale out. As you are in down dog now, we're going to inhale, send the right hand up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, bring the knee, open the hips. Really active in the right hamstring, look heel in towards the body. If you'd like to, maybe coming up onto fingertips of the right hand, simply guiding the left heel down. As you are taking one more breath in, and one more exhale out. Flattening the right hand, three-legged down dog, inhale, swing the hips to the mat. And stay here for the exhale. Single leg high plank, breathe in, rising to tops of the left toes, bring the shoulders over the wrists. Keeping the right leg hovering, exhale, drop the left knee down to the floor. Take an inhale as you are, maybe even pull the heart, the chin, the gaze through. And then on an exhale, draw the right knee to the nose, round in the back, press out of the ground, out of the earth. 3 more rounds like that. Inhale, extending the neck back. And then exhale, draw the knee to the nose. 2 more rounds, breathing in. Big exhale out. 1 more round. Inhale, body is long. And draw it forward, exhale. This time, see if you can stay. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, try and softly place the right foot between the hands. When you're ready, bring right hand onto right knee, left hand on top of right. So we start to soften, surrender, melt hips forward. And then with the intention of opening entire front line, see if you can lift the chin, lift the heart, lift the gaze. So still connected, sound and sensation of the breath. Intentionally breathing front line of the body. As you are here, taking one more inhale. Still in full presence, one more exhale. Twisted lunge, we breathe in. Left hand down, back leg rises, send the right fingers towards the ceiling. Stay here, exhale out, keep drawing knees in towards the midline. And then as slowly as you can transition, side plank on a breath in. Stay here, press out of the hand, exhale out. As you are taking one more inhale, and one more exhale. On your next inhale, hover the right leg away from the left. And then exhale, how slowly can you step the right foot forward, outer edge of the mat. So we meet in a runner's lunge, bringing both hands underneath the shoulders. Option to stay here. If you need to, you're always welcome to drop the back knee down to the mat. If it feels good up on the hands, see if you can come down onto the forearms. Still really long in the front line of the body, so creating space between ribs and hips. If it feels good, you're welcome to invite in a little bit of movement. Wherever you are, still breathing. Three more breaths as you are. Notice how it feels to pause, to slow down. As you are in this shape, taking one more breath in. And one more exhale out. Really nice and softly. Drop the left knee down to the mat, rise up onto the hands. And then we're going to come up onto tops of the fingers, spider fingers. Untuck the back toes, and as you inhale, sink the hips a little further forward. Lift the heart, lift the chin, lift the gaze. So again, this really intentional breath, front line of the body. Staying as you are, taking one more inhale. One more exhale. On your next inhale, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Exhale, Malasana, step the left foot forward, turn the toes out, turn the heels in, bring hands to meet and honor heart center. On your next inhale, keep the angle in the feet, straighten the legs, sweep the arms up, palms to touch, maybe in a soft back breath. And then as you exhale, Exhale, bring the hands through the heart center, return back, Malasana Yogi Squat. 2 more like that, we rise, breathe in. Move the hands through the heart, Yogi Squat, exhale out. 1 more round, rise, inhale. Hands to heart center, sit the hips down, exhale. This time stay as you are, take a breath in. Forward fold, exhale out, bring the big toes to touch. Halfway lift, inhale, gazes forward. Bow and forward fold, exhale. Extended mountain rise, big breath in. Hands to heart center, exhale out. Come back to that inner light, that inner sun. Inhale, arms rise. Move in ways that feel good. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Downward facing dog, exhale out. This time, left leg rises, inhale, send the toes to the ceiling. Exhale to bend the knee, open the hip. If you'd like to, maybe come up to tops of the fingers of the left hand. Wherever you are, still breathing. 1 more breath in. 1 more exhale out. Flatten the left hand, 3-legged down dog, inhale, stay here and hold, exhale. Inhale, single leg high plank, come up onto tops of right toes, bring the shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, drop the right knee to the mat, left leg is still up. Take an inhale, pick up the heel a little higher, lift the heart, lift the gaze. And then exhale, draw the knee to the nose, press out of the ground, out of the earth. 3 more rounds, we breathe in. Draw it in, exhale out. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. 1 more round, take a big breath in. Draw the knee in towards the nose, exhale out. Now stay here, take a big breath in. Exhale, how slowly and softly can you step the left foot between the hands. Left hand onto left knee, right hand on top of left. Start to soften, sink, surrender hips down. And then we intentionally start to lift up the heart, elevate the heart, lift the chin, lift the gaze. Still in present moment, 1 more breath in. 1 more exhale out. When you're ready, drop the right hand down to the mat. Twisted lunge, inhale, pick the back knee up, send the left fingers towards the ceiling. Stay here and hold, we exhale. How softly can you step it back, side plank as you breathe in. And stay here and hold, exhale out. Still pressing out of the hand, inhale. Still breathing, exhale. Left leg hovers, breathe in. Still in no rush. Exhale, runner's lunge, step the left foot forward, left corner of the mat. When you're ready, both hands down to mat. If you need to, drop the back knee down. And if it felt good on the other side, coming down onto the forearms. So again, an option for stillness, an option to express yourself in movement. Really just searching again for any sensations that feel good. And then again, giving yourself the gift of presence. 3 more breaths. As you are here, taking 1 more breath in, 1 more exhale out. Whenever you're ready, everyone dropping the back knee down, come back up onto the hands. We come up onto spider fingers, tops of all 10 fingers. Untuck the back toes, inhale, start to sink the hips a little lower, lift the heart, lift the chin, lift the gaze. How does it feel to breathe, front line of the body? As you are, 1 more breath in, 1 more exhale out. Inhale, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Exhale, Malasana Yogi Squat, top of your space. Inhale to rise, keep the feet as they are. Exhale, hands lift through the heart, sit the hips back down. 2 more like that, we rise, breathe in. Hands to heart, exhale out. 1 more round, inhale to rise. And exhale to root. As you are, take a breath in. Exhale, forward fold, heel to toe, big toes to touch. Once they meet, take halfway lift, inhale. And forward fold, exhale. Extended mountain rise with your breath. Big breath in. Come back to our heart center. Exhale out. Arms rise with the legs. Inhale. Maybe a soft back. Move the hands through heart center. Forward fold. Exhale. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Still stepping. Downward facing dog. Exhale out. Right leg rises. Inhale. Send the toes to the ceiling. Bend the knee. Open the hip. Exhale. Back to three-legged down dog. We breathe in. Stay here and hold. Exhale out. Single leg high plank. Inhale, bring the shoulders over the wrists. Keep the shoulders over wrists. Exhale, right knee to nose. Take time in transitions. Inhale, single leg high plank, send the right leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. 2 more, breathing in. And breathing out. Stay with the breath. Inhale. Knee to nose, exhale. Pause, take a breath in. Exhale, step right foot between the hands, drop the back knee down, untuck toes. This time, inhale, send the fingers towards the ceiling, full lower lunge. And as you exhale, interlace the hands, bring the hands to the base of the head. So you're going to flare the elbows out wide. And then as you inhale, imagine creating space. So use the hands to create length in the back of the neck. And then as you exhale, start to encourage the head back into the hands. Start to offer up the heart. Using the breath. As you are, one more inhale, one more exhale. Keeping the right hand as it is, draw belly in towards the spine, twisted lunge, left hand down, pick the back knee up, send the right elbow up towards the ceiling. Now as you exhale, bring the right elbow down to crunch towards the left forearm, maybe even the left wrist. Inhale, send the right elbow right up towards the ceiling. Exhale to draw it in and crunch. Back leg stays active. 3 more, breathing in. And exhale out. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. Once more, send the elbow up, breathe in. Draw that elbow down, exhale out. Inhale, send the right elbow back up towards the ceiling. Stay here and hold as you exhale. Keeping the hand on the back of the head. If you need to, you can drop the hand down to the mat. You're going to come to Wild Thing. How slowly can you transition? Step the right toes behind the left knee. And then pick up the hips, the heart, the belly. Start to draw the right elbow back. Again, it's this offering of the heart space up. As you are taking one more breath in. One more exhale out. High plank, inhale. Take time in transitions. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to floor. Halfway up, Cobra, inhale. Stay and hold the exhale. From here, bring a bend into both legs. Reach the hands back for the feet or back for the shins. And then push the feet or the shins back into the hands. Inhale, full bow. Float the knees and the heart up off the mat. Even if it's a shallow breath, still breathing. As you are taking one more breath in. Exhale, child's pose. Move really mindfully, no flinging of the body. Really nice, soft and slow movements. As you are in child's pose, pause for a moment, take a breath in. And soften, exhale out. Inhale, tabletop, draw the fingers towards the spine, float the shoulders over the fingers. Exhale, downward facing dog, float the knees up off the mat. Inhale, left leg rises, send the toes to the ceiling. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Back to three-legged down dog, breathe in. Stay in presence, exhale out. Single leg high plank, inhale. Left knee into nose, exhale. Keep the shoulders over wrist, float the left leg back, breathe in. Knee into nose, exhale out. 2 more, inhale. Knee to nose, exhale. Once more, still breathing, inhale. And exhale. Pause, be here, breathe in. Step the foot between the hands, exhale out. back knee down, low lunge, inhale, scoop the fingers to the ceiling. As you exhale, interlace the hands, take the hands to the back of the head. So now as you inhale, I want you to imagine creating space. So send the crown of the head right up towards the ceiling, lengthen in the spine, lengthen in the neck. And then as you exhale, start to encourage the head back into the hands, not dumping the weight into the lower back. So keep picking up the heart right up towards the ceiling, keep flaring the elbows up wide. As you are here, taking one more breath in. Stay with it, exhale out. Left hand stays where it is, draw the belly to spine, twisted lunge, inhale, pick the back knee up off the mat. And then as you exhale, try and crunch the left elbow down towards right forearm, maybe even right wrist. Inhale, send the left elbow back up. And exhale, we crunch. 3 more, breathing in. And exhale out. Once more, send it up, inhale. And draw it down, exhale. Send the elbow back up as you breathe in. Stay here, get really grounded, exhale out. And then inhale one thing. If you need to, you can release the left hand to get there. Otherwise, keep the hand behind the head. And then start to spiral the hips, the heart, the belly up to ceiling. As you are still connected, sound of the breath. One more breath in. One more exhale out. How slowly can you transition? High plank, inhale. Still in, no rush. Knees, chest, chin, exhale. Last time, Cobra, breathe in. Stay, be here, exhale out. Bow on an inhale, bring a bit into both knees, hands to the feet or hands to the shins. And then with the breath, inhale, float the heart, float the knees. 2 more breaths. As you are taking last breath in, and then exhale, child's pose, really moving mindfully, really moving nice and slowly. As you are in child's pose, let's take a big breath in through the nose, and a big sigh out through the mouth. Keeping the hands grounded, inhale, float the heart a little up off the mat. And then exhale, thread the needle, send the right shoulder, right cheek to mat, turn the right palm to face up. So still softening the hips back to the heels. If you haven't already, bring that hands to close, slowing everything down. As you are, last breath in. Stay, soften, settle, exhale out. Inhale to extend the right arm forward, and it'll lift or hover over the chest. And then exhale, we change sides, send the left shoulder, left cheek to mat, left palm facing up. Again, still softening hips back to heels. Still breathing. As you are here, taking last breath in, and last exhale out. Extending the left arm forward as you inhale. Soften the forehead back down onto mat on an exhale. Now you have an option just to walk the hands back up towards the heels, cross to the ankles and come to lie on your backs. If you'd like to, we're going to do a little jump through. So you're going to come to downward facing dog, tuck the toes, float the knees. Take the hands about as wide as the mat so it's a little easier to jump through. And then step the feet in once from a downward facing dog. Big toes come to touch. So you're going to inhale, tops of toes, exhale, bend the knees. As you jump, cross over ankles, try and not let the butt touch the mat. So inhale, tops of toes. Exhale, bend the knees. Jump. And we come through to lie on our backs. So as soon as you're on your back, bring the knees into the chest, take the hands to the knees. Again, whenever it feels good, all rocks off the body side to side. And you have an option to stay here, knees at the chest. If you'd like to extend the legs up towards the ceiling, arms down beside the body, palms face down. If you'd like something more, come into cloud Just allowing everything to decompress, to slow down. Two more breaths. As you are taking last breath in and last exhale. If the knees are bent, on an inhale, we extend the legs. And then on an exhale, really nice and slowly, again, there's no rush in it, start to roll the spine down onto the mat. As soon as the tailbone meets the mat, bring the knees in towards the chest. And then reach the arms out into a T shape, palms face up towards the ceiling. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, drop both knees over the right hand side. Take the chin of the gaze over to the left. Try to keep the left shoulder grounded. If it feels safe to do so, eyes are closed. As you are here, one more breath in. Stay exhaled. Knees come back up through center on inhale. Knees over to left hand side, chin or gaze to the right, exhale. Stay, one more breath in. One more exhale out. Knees come back through center, breathing in. And this time, setting up Shavasana, exhale out. So legs extended down to the corner edge of your mat. Allow the feet to hang out wide. Bring the arms down, just like the body, palms facing up. And if you'd like to, an invitation to bring right hand onto belly, left hand onto heart space. Just as an act of a deeper connection to yourself. So move around as much as you need to, so that when you find a shape that feels good, the body can stay in stillness. When you're ready, take a really slow and long breath in, and a really elongated exhale out. Once more like that, filling up, inhale. Letting go of anything that feels heavy, big, long, exhale. Then seal the lips. Eyes are closed. back to our true nature as divine beings. All together, let's take a soft breath in. Give way to the exhale. An option to stay lying on your back if you'd like to be here for a little longer. The eyes start to bring a little bit of movement back into the body, whatever ways feel good. And then on an inhale, send the fingers up over the head, so the toes down towards the mat, the heels closed. And as you exhale, bring the knees towards the chest, take the hands to the knees. If you need, rocks up the body side to side. And then sending the right arm back up overhead, right cheek on right bicep, drop both knees over right hand side. Allow yourself to pause for a moment. It's still in the rush. And then whenever you're ready, press the left hand down into the mat. We come up into a seated position. Eyes are still closed, hands in a Jolly Mudra, coming back again to honor that inner sun and inner light. Taking last breath in, bowing down to the divine and you exhale out. The light in